challenge I encountered was the summary clause in paper 1, where you need to find suitable words from the text to fill in the blanks of the summary. However, there are so many words to choose from. Therefore, one way is to deduce the part of speech of the blanks based on its position in the sentence. After that, identify the possible words with the same part of speech in the passage and to select the most suitable one.
Hello DSE candidates. In your reading paper, of course, you will get the answers from the reading passages, right? However, what you see does not always help you score. Now, I'm going to share 2 tricky spots you need to be aware of. First, when you happen to put the nouns in the blank, always reconsider the number of the nouns. For example, from the passage, you may find a sentence like, Beijing was once the sister city of Tokyo. Then, in the question, they would have Beijing and Tokyo were... In this case, Beijing and Tokyo are 2 places, so you need to change the word city from the passage to cities in your answer. Therefore, the first tip for you is to consider whether the answers should be in singular or plural form. Second, the tricky questions will need you to change the part of speech of the word. For instance, in the passage, there could be a sentence like, broccoli contains a variety of nutrients. Then, in the question, they would have, broccoli is... In this case, you need to change the noun nutrients into its adjective form, nutritious. This is because changing the part of speech here makes your answer grammatically correct. So, the second tip for you is to remember to change the parts of speech of the words when necessary. So this is it for my sharing, and good luck to you. Thank you, bye-bye.
For paper 1, I usually find it hard to look for the contextual meaning of a given vocabulary or pronoun. So my solution to this is to keep at least 3 sentences within your sight. That means you have to look for the sentence that contains the designated word that you're going to find, the sentence before, and the sentence after, in order to help you to grasp the overall meaning of the context of that word.
Today, I'd like to share a couple of top tips on preparing for your DSE English with you. So when you're preparing for DSE, you might find the tone-based questions in the reading paper pretty challenging. I also found that quite difficult because they aren't that straightforward and you can't just copy the information from the reading passage. Instead, you have to understand the writer's meaning in a given context. So basically, you have to use your reasoning skills to deduce the possible meanings from the text and try to guess the writer's tone. And one thing I did when answering these questions was to highlight the adjectives in that paragraph and to see whether they are positive or negative. I also highlighted the key phrases that hint at the writer's opinion or thoughts. And I found that these key phrases usually come in the form of rhetorical questions. Also, this type of question usually occurs in the form of multiple choice, so be sure to know the meanings of the commonly seen adjectives such as doubtful, critical, and ambiguous. And I also found that reading the letters to the editor very useful, especially those in BBC and SCMP, because you can see that writers are trying to use different tones in expressing their opinions towards an issue. And reading these letters, you could try to interpret the writer's tone and train yourself to be more alert readers. Thanks for watching, and I hope your DSE preparations go well. Take care and good luck.